Hey everyone! I almost forgot, that's no longer my intro. Take two. Hello everyone! What's wrong with me? Why did I even do that again? Anyway, repeat that. 3, 2, 1. Hello my fellow builders. I'm Minecraft and welcome to the third part of the FNF John Bart. Yes, here we are once more with the FNF John Bart once again under the request of Gerald Aletta 8778. One fantastic building, and the one that I kind of discriminate as well because number one, Jesus Christ, it took a while for me to actually redo her whole building again. Like an entire day just to complete the entire set for her. And number two, the new changes is that our FNF John Bart is a little wider, a little bigger, and it's not like the thin type of John Bart that you used to see. If you remember that picture, if you remember that video correctly. But here, she's way bigger than the last one, and I did take that account for it because of course it was quite it was my first time doing a French battleship or a French warship, just to be sure. And overall, there are some new changes as well. I will say it, and please, if I keep doing this over and over, just know that even if I'm doing this over and over, always remember that no matter what you do, no matter what failures you come across, I'm never perfect. I'm still trying my best, even though I'm already at least 10 years, more than 10 years of experience in building. So let's start off. We have 1 by 2, and the next one we have here is about 3 by 9. That is an entire 3 by 9, and followed by that is an entire 5 by 9, followed by 599. It should be at least 7 by 5. Make sure to count that it should be at least 7 by 5. Then once you hit 7 by 5, we go back to the 9 by 1, followed by an 11 by 1. Then we go up to 13 by 1, and then to 15 by 1, and all the way to 17 by 1. That is the entire front. And when we hit the middle is going to be 20, at least 20 per each. So that's at least 40 blocks per length. So at least you have to do 20 by 2. That's for both sides. And then all the way here at the mid part, the most inner middle part of them all, it should be 100 over. It should be 100. Make sure you have at least 100 blocks in total. And then we go at least by 20 by 3. Make sure that's 20 by 3. Followed by that is going to be 15 by 2. Because remember, it's already different. It was really changed differently. And then going to 15 by 2, we get 7 by 3. We get 5 by 5, at least for each here. We get at least 5 by 5 for each in here. And then followed by 5 by 5, we're going to hit the 3 by 7. And then we go from 2 by 7. And finally, we will hit the 1 by 3. So that's our measurement. And yes, Jesus, John Bart is gigantic. So big, I think. Wow. I think I've lost all my brain cells because of this. But you know what? She was worth it, even though she kind of struck me hard. Anyway, yeah, John Bart. Indeed, John Bart. So before we get on to the video, I'm Minecraft, and if you have any other, I'm Minecraft, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that like and subscribe button right now. So, without further ado, let's get on to this. Follow me. Let's go. Oh boy, the first things first. I think I'm going to have to fix the other side because the other side's still not yet fixed. Because oh boy, I still need to cover that. So yeah, this is gonna take a while, but I have to do it. I'm also going to put the layout as soon as possible. But yes, I'm going to do this. Bear with me, guys. This is going to take a while, and yes, I may have missed out on this part because, of course, ah, you don't know how many hours I had to go through just to fix this. But, you know, it's all part of the process. It's all part of building. It's all part of experience. It's also all part of learning. And I think it's also a great way to also exercise your mind, because in case you are in case that you have like delayed reactions and so on, especially now that you are also trying to learn how to kind of get through your delayed reactions, then yeah, this is a perfect example for you. Try doing something that you like doing and then try to slow down and then try to think for yourself. Slow down a little bit and then ask if what you're doing is actually right, if you're actually doing in the correct order, the chronological order, and so on. And try to compare it from where you are now versus where you are at right now. Where you are then and versus where you are at right now. Something I've been doing most of the time, especially when I'm doing building. Although I don't really get mistakes as much as I do before. It's just there are times I do, and then there are times that I don't. But overall, I still do make mistakes, but in the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'm still able to make the building. Please take note of that. It's really important, especially to people with delayed reactions and so on. I'm not gonna say anything rude because, of course, commentary-wise, I gotta respect him because, you know, you're my audience. They also have to respect it in case you have quite severe conditions and so on, and I'll understand it. Anyway, let's continue. Today's the next day. Good morning, guys. Hope everyone had nice breakfast, had a nice morning. Still on the continuation for Jean-Bart, pretty much. Once I'm done with this, we're gonna move on to our main focus. Oh my god. And we are finished. So here we are. We already got our full John Bart extended size. I did jumbo sized her because, you know, she didn't fit my description, right? So when I jumbo sized her, she changed a lot. And wow, she looks amazing. She looks fantastic, actually. And not gonna lie, really good building. And for overall assets, I did change a few things here. So I'll just give a bit of feedback from here from what I did. So as you can see, our bottom here looks like this. It's going down 3 3 3 3. Make sure it goes down 3 3 3, and then all the way 1 1. You should do the same for everything, and make sure you, just like I said from my first video, this is supposed to be cut 1 so that we have an extension, so that we have another bottom half here. That way we'll be able to connect it from going here all the way there. Towards the end in here, just want you guys to be sure. Try and do this. Hang on. Try and do this. Now I know it's going to be quite hard, but it's going to be time consuming because it's a stern area. It should look like this. So make sure you got 3 there. You got 2 2 2 3 3 3 3, and then all the way through. Then doing the same for every other step here, similar to the one we did. But once we reach the very back portion of the John Bart, it's going to change from all the way here to having these, because that is what we need. That is what you need to do, and it's going to go from 2 2 1 and 3. Then going all the way here, we're also going to have it similar, but this time it will be 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 all the way through. Then going further again, it would be 4 2 2 2 2 2 and 1. And furthermore, it's going to go like that as you go further. And make sure to also attach it with your propeller shafts, because that is going to be because you will complicate things more if you don't have at least an alignment, and if you don't have at least a spacing for it. So make sure every spacing for your propeller shaft must be at least probably 1 block or 2 blocks away from each other, so that they don't get hit. And never put them together. If you put them together, they're never gonna look nice. And this is my keel. This is the best type of keel I've done so far. It's one of the greatest ones I've also made. Pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I have made this one. Let me add one more red concrete block just to kind of give it the authenticity and the aesthetic of it. After this, I need to like take a bite. I need like eat, because I haven't eaten yet. Anyway, I'm gonna also let's try and go backwards. Look at the roundness. Boing! Oh wow. Look at the roundness. Wow! Oh my god. That is one fat butt. Wow. Well, yeah. And I'm going to also give it a side view. The side view also looks pretty much the same as the overall. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Same thing, same everything. Yes, this is our John Bart layout. This is her entire layout, should I say. And very cool. Very cool design, really nice. I'm going to zoom out just for you guys to see it. And look at that. Oh my god. Look at how gigantic she is. Also, to clarify how many blocks this is now, similar as the one we did here. So her overall length is going to be 462 blocks long. Then when you're going to do her width, or should I say her beam should be at least 65 blocks wide. Make sure you do that. Make sure to actually connect that dots into the middle, because you know, wideness is a must. Finally, height-wise is going to be at least 12 blocks. That's going from keel, that's going from waterline all the way to the top. That's going from waterline to the top hull. And that way, you'll be able to get which one is from width, length, and height. So, I hope you keep that in mind, and I'll put it up here so that you guys can see it. And there. Oh boy, I still have a few more things to do with the John Bart like building the gun layout, the superstructure layout, and so many more. And it's going to kind of take a while, but you know what? I don't mind it. I really want to get on with this so that I can finish. Anyway, before I continue, I'm gonna have to eat first because I'm really hungry. So, unfortunately, my PC decided to restart itself automatically, so I decided to turn it off for a while so I can restart it later. That's going to be the most irritating part of them all. And now I'm back again, and I'm going to start doing the gun layout. We're going to start with the turrets first because the turrets are pretty much the most important one. They're the most important thing right now here. And if I don't do the turrets, then damn. Okay, so I found a good positioning and a spot for the John Bart's 15-inch 45 model guns. So you can definitely see the layout and the outline for her guns are supposed to look like this. And I know it's not yet done, especially this part. I still need to do that because I need to cover that out. I need to finish constructing that part. And this, yeah, this is what the guns of John Bart supposed to look like. I'm going to still build the entire structural layout for John Bart, which is going to be here. And I'm not yet done. So yeah, keep an eye on that. And yeah, the guns, by the way, if we're talking 15-inch, make sure you put that at least around 25 blocks. And ironically, I'm covering this up from top to bottom with whatever weights or whatever holds out the caliber with the gun caliber. Yes, and what, like a suspension trap or something like that. And overall, 25 blocks. Keep that in mind. The entire caliber for this gun is 25 blocks. Zooming out as well. See, it is big enough. It's not going to completely it's going to fit the entire thing. So let's continue. Okay, now we have our gun alignment with all its exoskeleton and the way it looks. I'm going to show you how this one is going to be built and how this one is going to be done. So as you can see from here, underneath here with our turret placement, we have at least 5, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 5, and you should do it going around in circles until it matches a perfect circle. While it's not really it's not to be expected to be a outcome of a really perfect circle. It's still considered a perfect circle because this is the perfect layout for placement turrets in case you want to place big objects, big wide obstacles. Like example, you want to build a statue, you also gotta make sure you have to understand building how building would work, especially with rounding the shape, shaping it, then rounding the shape, trying to also make it feel like a spherical the spherical design, also like, and many more. Think of it as well like how you build the Statue of Liberty. Imagine the Statue of Liberty and then try to also think of how you make a spherical placement, and then you can build the Statue of Liberty right there. Alright, so I'm going to do this one and I'm going to show you how it's going to look like once I finished it. There we go. There's our first quadruplet 45 model French 15-inch gun. Or should I say, in short, this is a 308mm gun. So it's a 308mm caliber gun, and this is already the best spot I can put it on. So now that we have already a spot for it, I'm just going to remove the black outline that I've done here, and we will continue on with the second turret. Because the second turret is also right there. It's going to be similar, except the only difference between this turret and this turret and the turret that I built is that this is going to be higher, and it's going to be one more spacing apart, or probably a few spacings apart. Because once it's done, I'm going to put the superstructure, which is going to be right here. Here's our second turret. Now we don't need to build any other main turrets because only two giant turrets is what I need. Oh boy. 2 gigantic turrets is all I needed. And after doing 2 giant turrets, I'm going to also do the superstructure. I don't know how big the superstructure is, because the superstructure is also somewhat big, but also not really. It's also quite small. And I'm looking at pictures right now. Interestingly enough, the only reason why the superstructure looks huge is because of the amount of layers and layers and layers of like AA guns, which makes it look super large. But in reality, that superstructure with a really decently heightened mass and a small smokestack, and at the very back, those are just more and more AA guns. So yeah, it's not going to take me a while, but I might do it as well. Probably might do it, but yeah. Okay, this is our structural layout for our superstructure. I'm going to only just take a guess because, of course, this is really my first time doing this. And not really my first time building battleships, but overall first time building a French warship. A French battleship, to be exact. And by the looks of it, I think it's just like the one in the photo. I'm not really sure yet, unless I build the superstructure. The superstructure could be small because the overall size, it just makes it look super big and super complicated. But I think it's small, and especially with the secondary guns. The secondary guns should be, what are they, 6 inches? I know 6 inches. Yeah, they're 6 inches. They're the 6 inches or 152 millimeter 50 guns, or what they call it, just the 50 guns, 50 model guns. But yes, surprisingly, she looks amazing. And I think I've also done the size. I've done the distance pretty dang well with the guns, because the distance between her guns and the front of her bow should be a little further away. So it's not really super near; it's pretty far, just like Yamato's. And for secondaries, they're all going to be right here, which I could see it in the picture. And the very last and third most one should be here. Yes. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but I'm going to try my best. After all, this is my first time doing it like this. To the requester, if you do like this battleship building, please give that a hit of a like, give that a comment, and everything else. Everything nice. I am expecting you. Anyway, on to the building. Here we have it, and finally all covered up. Oh my god. Now that that's done, we're gonna do the guns, and then we will finish up for now. And how many parts is this already? The third part. And for you to get the structural layout right, basically the superstructure layout, you want to follow by 5. And then you should do at least 1/17. Then going all the way through, you must go and hit the very end of the 20. Is it a 20? No, it's the 100. Oh yeah, and hit the end of the 100. Then go beyond half at least. How many numbers is this? 9. So make sure that you have at least 9 blocks away from spacing here. Then go by 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go from all the way here. It should be 25, and by 25 go by 1 by 11 here, and then an entire 11 should be here. Once you do that, I did some more changes right here. They're basically right here, where I modify, because the back part here has anti-air guns and some kind of platform on the top of John Bart. So. And I want you to copy the design of the way the design looks, how it's revealed, and this should be at least 19, 3, 1, and this should be an entire 9. That should be it. So I hope everyone got that right, and I hope everyone got that clear as day, because I'm not really the best at explaining it always, but I'm doing my best after all. Let's go on with making the secondary guns, and then we'll finish up. And there you have it. All guns done. That's all 3 of them. That's all secondary guns. If we now have the main guns, which we have done, and we now have the secondary guns, which we also have done, and now we also have the structural layout, that's going to be proof that I think Jean Bart is going to be really good. It's going to be one successful building. I don't think she will need a remaster if she does, and I'm hoping I hope she's not going to have any remaster, because having remasters really take more time and more consume more effort and so much more. But you know, it's also that's the fun in it when it comes to building. You also have to learn how to get you also have to learn even basics with your algebra, your statistics, your questions in math, and so on. And looking at her right now, she does look exactly like the actual Jean Bart that I'm looking at. My god. And I think I also did quite a good job when it comes to the overall from the view, the side, the top view, and so on. I also added both poles, as I mentioned earlier. Those poles are basically that's the port, and the very back is the starboard. Look at that. Wow, it's amazing. She is fantastic. I can't wait for the full building to be finished. And as I said earlier, as I mentioned before, the color for Jean Bart is going to be blue and white, because I see the camouflage. If you remember the camouflage with World of Warships, I'm going to put it there on the top right. If you remember the camouflage from World of Warships, which is blue and white, I'm going to be adding a blue and white camouflage onto the Jean Bart, just to finish her overall detail and design. If I can't do that until the very 7th part, then pardon me, I've tried, because of course I'm really tired. This takes a lot of work, this takes a lot of effort, and this takes a lot of my time. So of course, if you really want to help me, you guys have to at least negotiate. You guys have to at least negotiate with me, or I have to at least do a commission, because you know, this has to get things done and so on and so forth. This has to really be a full-time effort. This is full-time work and so on. And yeah, that thing that I've mentioned earlier, that will be probably after that'll be after this building. After doing this building, the rest of it is we're going to commission for the rest of it. Anyway, excellent work on doing my excellent work for me doing the Jean Bart, and especially with the way I did her quadruple mounted guns. Her quadruple mounted guns exactly look like the one I'm seeing in Jean Bart. Although they're a little small, although in Jean Bart's case, they're a little smaller. Here, theirs is way bigger. But because I also kind of added these little outlines and slopes and slabs and the thing that holds the caliber of the gun caliber so that it doesn't fall off the turret, it really matches its description pretty well. And yes, maybe it's a short barrel. It's short barrel in so many cases. I think it's still really good nonetheless, because you know, the real Jean Bart definitely looks like this. And 15 inches, once more, 15 inches is 25 blocks long. Keep that in mind, everyone. And for my secondary gun looks like this. As you can already tell by the art and design of how I did it. There we go. And in case you're wondering what the caliber of the gun is, that's 9 blocks long. Make sure that's 9 blocks long. Do not include the black. Do not include this part here. Only include the stone parts all the way here. Yes, 9 blocks long is the length, or the overall length of the secondary guns of Jean Bart, or should I say the Modele 50 gun, or should I say 157mm 6-inch gun Modele /50. Oh, let's take these off since I've already done my part. Okay, yeah. A fantastic work for me, and yeah, it may have taken a while. It's already at least almost 6 p.m. I'm gonna have to still edit this video. So, if you guys like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you really want to see more videos like this, please DM it personally on my Discord or my Facebook page. And we'll see what building we will include. I will include your building in my bucket list. So yeah. Oh, John Bart looks amazing. I like her. Anyway, I'm Rafcraft Minecraft, your builder in all types of infrastructures, and this is the part 3 John Bart building. I will see you in the next part. Take care, everyone, and good night.